Things that do more than just one thing are really valuable things. That's why every Chromebook is thoughtfully designed to do everything.
For you back in the day.
Model A's.
No, I think that was a little before Bear's time. But
What you talking about? That was his teenage years.
No, a teenager, I had a Stanley Steamer. That was my first car.
That's awesome.
And then gas came along, you know.
Yeah, fucking gas ruined everything, man.
Yeah, the Stanley Steamer just went to the wayside. It was hard to get, you know, hardwood to burn in that thing.
You know, any friend that I've ever...
Big right here yet? Yeah.
Just put a piece of uranium in there and be done with it.
Who we missing? J-Mutt and one other.
J and one.
J and one space, yeah.
One space, yeah.
Zebra.
Maybe, well, I got a...
The zebra don't race, he just broadcast.
Oh,
I had to buy 10
okay.
bikes from Johnny's gun there, so maybe one space went there.
He bought a... he bought like an 80s model. I'm trying to think what that thing's called. I know what it's called. But, you know, a little motorhome you can drive. Like a camping thing.
Airstream.
Working on it, fixing it up, but
Who bust that Airstream?
he done a lot of, he went through about 10 gallons of deep greases, but that thing looks really, really, really nice right now. So
Nice.
He's hoping to be back shortly.
That'd be interesting to see pictures of that.
Winnebago.
No, it's not a Winnebago. There's a name for it, but maybe some stuff here in the south we call them. I think the name of it here is.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like the correct name, but
Are you talking about an RV?
no.
Because the Airstream's pretty,
It's full behind. Is it an actual powered one or is it a trailer?
Yeah, no, it's powered.
I was seriously contemplating getting one of those and living out of it instead of paying these astronomical rent prices. But the problem is getting Wi-Fi for those fucking things.
Well, they're a lot of money in the UK. The little right campers. They're a lot of money.
Yeah.
Especially the VW ones.
I thought I'd run a motorhome one time. They got Tim Hortons, you know, roll up the rim to win.
Coachman, that's what we call them.
Coachman. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, it looks like Mark and RV are in the same livery.
To make
I
the
have,
model.
I have 19 mark. I have 19 mark.
I don't know it off the hill. I'll go through everything here and all that. Make sure what's what. I feel like
I don't care, you
need to
can
get,
keep it.
need to get shotgun a livery skill yet.
You take fast god.
No, sauce. God. Cyan sauce. God.
Cyan sauce god.
Just call him God.
It's a cyan sauce. Keep it cyan.
I got trying to figure out how to say my name again.
No, I think they're just having fun with it.
Sorry, Cyan. I want to apologize
We
for
can
my
fill out
past.
some names for you. Don't worry
Cyan
about that.
sauce.
Yeah.
Cyan sauce good.
I'm
Especially
just
that
gonna
dragon
call
breath guy.
So who was in number 19? Cam.
I'm not in front of
Dragon's
my
breath.
book right now. Maybe
RV.
RV had it
racer.
early. I had to look, see,
Yeah, RV
double
racer.
check who had it first.
RVG.
I'll kill you,
If he had
RV.
it first,
I'll
and then
kill you.
If you had it first, I'll
Well, I
I'll
don't
take
think
the ugly
Mark,
first.
If
It doesn't matter.
If you called it the other night, then you had it first. If he just got it here today, but I don't remember what number you told me. I'm sure I wrote it down, but
Yeah, I told you 19. Okay.
well,
If he's already 19.
that's probably correct, man.
So what car is available then? Not the horrible green piece of shit. 77.
Hold on, I'm about out. I'm about back in there.
Oh, that's fucking horrible.
Wait, look, Jay, man.
Just as long as he doesn't have to go out and get a DLC.
Oh yeah, I don't think we can get that. No.
Ah, alright.
The motorbike.
I'm out.
I would love 94. The colour of my city. The little thing.
I think DJ's in that.
DJ's in 93, maybe?
No, I'm in 93. DJ's
you're-
94.
I was looking at your car over there.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah. Beard's got the blue check the top, you've got the green.
What about 22 or 23? Those are nice colors, that grey and somewhat of a green car. Yeah, funny looking green on the bottom.
I think he's gonna have to take 77 or 78.
Alright, let me see. I'm back. Let me look here.
Oh, Camel's got one of them. Yeah.
Alright.
22.
77, 78, the worst.
Yes, RVG did, where RVG was a reserve, I didn't look down there and see that, but yes, he does have number 19. So you see another one you want?
44.
44 is taken.
45.
Spoon.
45 is taken. Dragon, you said 42, right? Dragon?
What about 77 or 78?
52?
Is that what you said, Dragon, was 52?
Yes, sir.
We're 74, 75.
Neither one
nice.
ever taken.
75.
Oh, for
I'm
shit.
35.
75.
So that's the one you picked, Stock, was 75?
Yeah, I was 75.
Okay, so Mark, you want 74?
Yeah.
Okay, so the only people I need to get numbers for is One Face, Big Ton, and Whitey. And then Roast if he goes up, but he's a reserve.
I was going to say 94, I'll buy it off you.
Where's 74 and 75 or 77, 78? I think they're available.
Who?
Which?
I ain't babysitting his ass anymore. I'm not inviting him. If he ever wants to race again, he can send me a message.
Does he race in F1?
Yeah, but over here he will not respond to any messages. He does not take the responsibility to let me know if he's coming or not. I'm not wasting my time on it anymore. So it's babysitting is what it is. I'm not, you know, if he wants to race, he can message me and then I'll send him an invite.
And also, didn't Penske say that he wanted to race with us? I see him online right now. He's playing World of Warcraft.
He's not at home. His wheel's at home. And he said when he gets back home, he can race.
Look, 75 Camel. I forgot already.
Then he can play with us when he gets to Project Cars 3 because that works better with the controller.
Yeah. So,
Alright, so everybody, we're done here, we got numbers, right?
75. No, Mark's still looking for a number.
well, no, did I
Sorry,
say
this is 75.
No, 74, Mark.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
There we are.
Alright, so,
There we go.
of course, this is a new season. Tonight's first race. I know Rooster and Soft God, y'all are new to it. So basically how we do things is we set a set amount of fuel each race. So the fuel limit for this race is 17 liters. So what you have to do is you got to start the race with 17, no more. And that should make you have to pit at least twice during the race to get fuel to make it to the end. So each time you pit, you can take 17 liters or less. You can't take more. So you don't have to make the car have 17. You can't take more than 17 at one time. So, for example, if you get to lap 6, say you hit the wall a little bit and have some damage, you want to stop and fix it, you can go ahead and take 17 liters. You know, that's basically when your pit stops, you know. You just can't take more than 17. So, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Alright, so that's clear. Starting this season, we also have 2 new penalties. One of them is going to be failure to obey blue flag. So if there's a lap car in front of you and they don't move out of the way quick enough, you can't follow that. The penalty for that is 5 seconds. And the other one is failure to obey a blue flag and it results in the lead car getting damaged, and that's an 8-point penalty. So that's a pretty big chunk of points. But, so the actual rule, how that works, we've asked everybody to have the relative time screen on their screen. If a lead lap car gets behind you, even within 3 seconds, you're required to go ahead and move over and let him by. If you have a car that you're racing for position within 3 seconds in front of you, you don't have to let him by at that time. You can continue to race, but that's not too confusing. If everybody's got relative time pulled up, it's very, very, very simple to understand. So, not just one race, hour 20 minutes, and I threw in a 20-minute qualifying, which is usually the shortest amount of the season. And turn, I need to get a chat party going here too, but turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess it would be turn 10 and 11. The 2 double right-handers, you got the double apex. It's easy to go wide right there. So, you know, that's the point of the IR system, is we police ourselves as a lead. So if you see somebody consistently going wide and they're pulling away from you, or they're catching you, you know, don't be afraid to file that IR. So you get three chances at it. You go wide 3 times. So
That's if you gain time, right?
well, you can tell if they're gaining time. I mean, you can pretty much look at the interval and see them. You know, if they go wide in that, when they come off that next right-hander, they're going to be pulling away from you several tenths going down those ends. They're going to get a hell of a run. The wider you go, the better run you can get off that next turn. But if you see them go over 4 tires, you know they're going wide. I mean, you don't go over there and lose time. If you go over there, you're gaining time every single time.
Okay.
So,
Good to know.
alright, here we go. We'll set up a chat party. I'll hit the button and I'll set up the chat party so we're not on the screen.
Campbell, one other thing, I didn't go over the people that have to drop out of the race about not leaving the room, etc.
Yeah, that's another thing that we ask Sauce and Rooster is if you make a commitment to race with us, you know, usually our nights are 2 hours long. We ask you to make that commitment for 2 hours. So we ask people to please not quit. Please choose to go back to the pit. You know, that's your prerogative, but we ask them don't leave the room. But when one person drops out, it hurts the connection for everybody else. It can cause other people to participate. Okay, we'll hit the button. I'll set up the chat party now.
Hello everyone around the world, I am William the Zebra Caller, bringing you live coverage here for the starting race for season 29 here at Camel's Premier Racing League. Today we will be in the 1971 vintage GTB Ford Escort RS 1600. Try saying that 5 times fast. We are going absolute classic here today. With these rather heavy set, I mean they look heavy, but these drivers will be able to make them look rather light here as we follow around the Camel. We're going to be seeing a lot less. We're going to see, as far as paint schemes go, they're going to be very simple, very muted, because back in the 70s, well, paint schemes weren't really all that important as far as branding. It was just the name of the driver essentially. So let's go over Sonoma Nationals here. It's going to be the Sonoma Nationals for round 1 in these Ford Escorts. A lot of elevation. Yes, I'm still here. A lot of elevation in these on this track. It is one of my favorite tracks, actually. Love the different layouts. Grew up loving this track as we kind of see Camel getting on 2 wheels going up the hill. Mixture of the old layout. There is some new elements to it if you're unfamiliar with the national layout. As we ride around with Camel here in a bit, as you see, kind of he's going to be going down. This is the long winding downhill carousel right here. That's where my mouse is going. Then onto the drag strip. That's what they use for NHRA, and then you're going to brake hard right around here. The map says you have to cut inside, but you actually kind of go a little bit longer, and then you kind of start kind of winding down through the downhill S's here, and then right, and left, and right again, and then you're going to be going straight, and then you're actually going to be braking hard into a sharp right-hander followed by a left, so a pretty rather long chicane. And then you're going to be going up over turn 17, which I guess in this case would be turn 18. And then instead of at this long, winding kind of hairpin that we're used to seeing when NASCAR would run here, it's actually a short, kind of little, very tight hairpin, and that's going to be a lap at Sonoma. So, I mean, you saw the wheel movement with these cars. It's going to be fun in the Californian sun. There we go. It's going to be fun in the California sun. Looks like a little bit of overcast actually here. It is the wine capital of California here in Sonoma Valley. Look at that sick drift. You're going to see a lot of drivers who are really in tune with this car kind of do that. Not for style, it's actually just going to be how the car's kind of set up. Like I said, these things are kind of rather heavy, as old cars are. Speaking of which, we're going to take this time to go over the specs of this car. This is, like I said, the Ford Escort. This is the MK1 RS 1600, which was ran in multiple series across the world between road racing and rally racing, and it was raced between 1969 to 1973. 1974 is when they would come out with the RS 2000 instead of the RS 1600. And the RS 1600 doesn't really have a lot to speak in terms of racing heritage. Looking through the results of the what is that? Looks like just a list of big endurance races as I'm seeing right now. From 1971, they only which is the year that this car is based off of. They only participated in 1 race, and they didn't even qualify for it. And that was the 12 Hours of Sebring back in 1971. Did not even qualify for that. And then in 72, they did a 6 hours Daytona race but looks like they weren't unable to finish that. And then they returned the next year at the 72 12 Hours of Sebring, and they finished 27th. Then 73, they raced at the 24-hour Daytona. Both drivers did not finish. And then they raced at, I haven't even heard of that place before, Targa Florio. And they did not finish that either. And then 74, they did the 1,000 kilometers at the Nürburgring. They were just in the entry list. This website doesn't say exactly what, if they even qualified or not. And then they did a 6 hours of Kyalami in South Africa, and they did not qualify for that either. So the racing pedigree for this car doesn't really have much to say, and doesn't really have much to say either as far as the World Rally Championship goes. Not a lot of information. Really kind of just, I mean, you had a couple of good finishes there for the rally spec of this car, but we're not focused on the rally, we're focused on the racing aspects. Continuing to give a couple more specs on the car, the more basic specs that an average viewer kind of understand about this car is that top miles an hour, according to Project Cars 2, is going to be 137 miles an hour. And it goes 0 to 100 miles an hour in 6.69 seconds. Very nice. But it's slow and lumbering, so not very fast, pretty much not very fast. As you see, it's a very, very small looking car. What else? Only has 160 horsepower in it, and it's got a straight 4 engine. It's only 4 cylinders this thing's rocking. So definitely, and that's going to be kind of like your basic specs for the car, and a little bit of history behind it too. I've got a couple of newcomers here for Camel's Premier Racing League. We saw a couple on Monday for Camel's Formula One League, and well, they're making their debut starts here tonight as well. Starting off with Texas Rooster. Let's go ahead and see where he's at. He's all the way down here in P14 as it stands. So welcome Texas Rooster 24. As he sets a best lap delta. He's going to pull over. Whoa, getting a little bit sideways. And he's going to go ahead and save that there. And then we have Sayan Saska 21, currently P6 at the moment, as we have 8.5 minutes to go. As with the new season, are new drivers and new groups. So take a look at the relegations and promotions. J-Mutt getting promoted from Group B to Group A. He's currently in P3 right now. Then One Space, who is not here today. He was relegated down to Group B from Group A last season. Jacob D 48 doing a little bit of off-roading, promoted from Group C to Group B. And then Mark F1 being demoted, being relegated from Group B down to Group C. And looking at the potential for Group A for season 30, it's looking pretty good. Dragon oh so close, got second place in Group B, but with One Space being absent, Dragon could potentially take it. It's going to be a close battle between the Group B members. I think the Group A members are going to be close as well. Will Phaser currently setting the fast time, 147.251. This is by far the biggest field we've had in a long time. 15 drivers out of 16 showing up here tonight. Those extra people definitely do help, and if One Space was here, we would have a full-on grid of cars for you here tonight. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. I can't wait. It's going to be an hour and 20 minutes here at Sonoma Nationals. 6.5 minutes of qualifying left. I'm going to take a step away real quick, use the restroom, but we'll be right back with some green flag racing. So it's going to be exciting watching new drivers work their way up through the field, through the groups. So definitely going to be keeping a close eye on Texas Rooster and Sayan Sosgod. Also the battle in groups A and B, A and C are going to be really, really fun to watch as well. It's going to be fun to watch these cars. Definitely something that we're not used to seeing. We've been seeing a lot of top speeds. We did the Panos GT1. We did the Formula X. Formula X was the last season, I think. I don't know. My memory must be really, really terrible then. But it's going to be good to see something a little bit different here tonight. Or for season 29. I can't wait to see what the car choices to vote will be for season 30. Hoping it's something really, really special to all of our racers' hearts. So that's going to be really fun to watch. As Mark F1 goes 6/10 fastest, that's going to put him up to P8 in front of Road King. 4 minutes to go. Wolf Phaser currently on provisional pole. Let's follow J-Mud around. He's got a little bit of damage on that 49 car. Drivers will be starting off with 17 liters of fuel. That means that they cannot put in no more than 17 liters at a given pit stop. Getting a good run off of the hairpin there. Can he improve his time? I believe that was actually his out lap, so he's getting ready to go on a flying lap now. Follow Jacob around, number 48. Getting up on two wheels there. Hitting that steep curb, excuse me. So yes, this has a flat 4 engine, which means only 4 gears and only 4 cylinders. Knocking out a couple cones, 3 cones, picking up the spare there. Is Jacob, is he going to improve his time? Nope. Again, on an out lap. See who else is kind of coming through here. Let's follow Mark. See what he can do. A little under a second behind Sayan, and he will not improve. 2.5 minutes to go. So RVG going up the hill. Very, very famous. Here's DJ, and probably the most vibrant car. It's number 94 with the yellow and green checkered roof. Definitely sticks out. He crosses the line, goes 5/10 quicker, but still quite a few down from 13th place. Here comes J-Mutt. Can he improve? He does not. Ooh, it's going to be close for him. He should be able to get in one more time around. I think he might be calling it here. All right, here comes Jacob. Absolutely decapitating the head off that left-hander there. Into the hairpin. Let's see what time he can set. Can he improve on his time, get closer? He cannot. Still a second down, so this is going to be his final run. So we follow Spoon around. Into the hairpin he goes. Beautiful orange looking Escort. Across the line, 6/10 down. Everyone that's crossing now is going to be able to get one last lap in. Let's see if we can't follow this car that's approaching. I don't know who it is. RG going off-road in there. It's actually going to be DJ. Ooh, it's going to be close. Is he going to be able to get another lap? Or is that going to be qualifying over for him? Qualifying does end just before the finish line. So what he sets is going to be his final time, a 1:53.460. And here comes Old Bear. Currently P11. Can he go up a position? You need a mighty fast lap. And looks like he did not improve on his lap. Road King, next car to follow. So he goes down the S's. Let's actually ride on board with him as he finishes his lap. Or never mind. Probably didn't see that he was going to improve, so he decided to back out. Mark F1 now. Trying to improve on his time, trying to get into the 149s. And he does not. Spoon, does he improve? No. Neither does RVG. What about up here? That's going to be Camel going into the pits. So Will Phaser is going to be your pole sitter for round one as he does a little celebratory burnout before crossing the start-finish line for qualifying. So qualifying session is over. Going to be trying something new here today. So let's go over your starting grid for season 29, round one. Wolfgate is going to be your pole sitter for Group A, followed by Camel, J-Mutt 76, in third position. Hannibal Moore starting in fourth place, followed by Spoon 951 and Jacob D48. Zane Saucod, our new rookie for season 29, one of our new rookies, starting in seventh. Mark F1 down in P8. Road King 17 in P9, followed by Pop Vin Sucks in 10th position. Old Bear and RBG will round off your row 6. DTF 6 Dragons Rule looking to take home Group B to get into Group A. Can he do it? DJ Vixen and P14 with that very bright yellow and green Escort. And then rounding off is going to be Texas Rooster 24, our second rookie. Looks like Potts dropped out, so we actually may be getting a restart. Keep an eye on the PlayStation chat. See if we're going to be getting one or not. And yes, we will be going to a quick break as we get a new room set up. So please stand by as we get a new room set up. We will be getting the broadcast back underway just shortly, and we'll be going back live once the group gets in their proper formation lap. So we will be right back in just 1 second. All right, we are back live as we're getting ready to go green flag racing. Looks like Texas Rooster accidentally jumped the start, so he's going as fast as he can to serve his drive-through penalty that he just received. It's happened to all of us. So as they make their way down the hill, let's go over the starting grid one more time as a quick refresher. In first place, we have Will Phaser. Second, we have Camel. In fourth, JMutt76, just getting promoted back up to Group A after being relegated down to Group B for all of Season 28. Hannibal Moore in P5, Spoon951 in 6th, Jacob48 in 7th position, Saiyan Saucegod in P8, Mark F1 going to be in 9th position, Road King in 10th. Then we have Potts, Old Bear, RVG Racer, DTF Six Dragons Rule, DJ Vixen, and Texas Rooster rounding off your 15-car grid. You see Texan first. Well, like I said earlier, jump the start, so the guys let him go and go around and serve as drive-through penalty. So he will be starting from the pit lane. Will Phaser making his way around the hairpin, and we're about to go green flag racing. 1 hour and 17 minutes here at the Sonoma Nationals. Here we go. As they roar up the uphill corners for the first time here tonight, it's going to be Will Fazer, followed by Camel, J-Mutt right behind him. You're not going to be able to see many kind of first lap passes with these cars. Like I said, they're very lumbering, very slow, weighed in over about 1,600 pounds as they're all diving downhill. So you see a great shot. Remember, tires are going to be relatively cold here. See them go around the carousel spoon, getting a little bit sideways there, a little bit of counter steering. Wonder how these cars are to drive. They look like a lot of fun. Let's go on board with Spoon as he makes his way back uphill. And topping out. A lot of these cars topping out, so they probably don't have the gear ratios all that well set. Well, it would just allow just a little bit more room. You don't want to accidentally blow your engine. You see a great shot from 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st as they sweep down the hill. It's actually going to be Will Fazer getting the lead here. He's pulling a Camel-like lead. See J-Mutt behind Camel there. Pot's getting spun out and going back to P15 all the way down the last. And that's going to be Will Fazer leading the first lap of tonight's race. These cars look absolutely beautiful, man. Love the old vintage GTs just roaring around Sonoma. This looks like a lot of fun. Really jealous of these guys. Oh, we got the leader. That's going to be Will Fazer off. And he's going to be trying to get back on into the track. I don't know if he's got any damage, but that's going to promote the lead to Camel. I don't know if he has any damage. I hope he doesn't. He was really starting to pull away there. Looks like just straight up overshot his mark. We have a driver going down. That's actually going to be Spoon. He's falling way down. It looks like he got loose entering the carousel. And that's going to be putting him back down to 11th position with Dragon right behind him. Let's go back up to the front. Three-way battle. This is between Camel, J-Mutt, and Hannibal. 3 Group A cars going at it. And there's Will Fazer. So 4 out of the 5 guys up in front are Group A drivers. And then Potts all the way down in last place. That's really going to hurt him. It's going to be really hard to overtake in these cars, especially at this track. As we have new times being set, getting down into the 148s for all the leaders. And these two are starting to pull away from the guys behind them. There you see J-Mutt using all of the track. Hannibal's really kind of cutting that corner going down into the carousel a little bit too sharp. It's really robbing him a lot of speed and momentum, which is everything in these cars. We're getting a little bit loose there. Will Fazer trying to look for any opportunity he can. We're looking to the inside, decided not to. It's really hard to throw these cars in. Potts getting around Texas. There we go. And with these cars being so slow, they're able to go side by side through these S's. If you're in the GT1 Panos or the Formula X, you wouldn't be able to do these in these cars, but different type of racing right here. It's going to be an absolute blast. It's all about pacing right now. J Mutt, the only other man to beat Camel for the season championship. And it's looking like if you get this car dialed up in the setup, you have a really good chance. Because if you get this car set up just right, it looks like you can just lean into every corner and just let the track control your car. Probably a little bit more effort than that, but J Mutt really slinging this car around. Racing with style here, pretty much. We'll make sure Formula Drift with circuit racing. Gotta love it. Now, Sayin and Jacob, almost a Jack. Sayin and Jacob, they're having a nice little battle for 5th and 6th. And it looks like these guys, they got their gearing ratios split out a little bit. I saw a couple of drivers who were maxing out at like 103 when this car has up to 137 miles an hour to play with. Yeah, you hear those high revs. They're reaching their rev limit on their car. They're reaching their max speed that they had set. A minute and 10 left. Camel starting to slowly pull away from J Mutt ever so much. J Mutt really throws it up over that hill. But it's causing them a little bit of time. Oh, Camel loses it around. Does a full 360, but gets it back rolling. He's going to drop back to 4th place, but the pace he's going, he should be able to catch up pretty quick. So, wow. Let's go back down here and watch the battle for 5th and 6th for a little bit. We were really enveloped in that battle for 1st going on. Which is still a good battle. 3 cars all within 2 seconds of each other. But Jacob trying to get past the rookie. Looks right on board with Jacob as he chases down Sayin. Slowly starting to fall away from him though. See if he can't make up ground through this 1st sector. Running just a 10th slower than Sayin last time around. Oh, get a little bit sideways. He holds onto it though. That's going to lose him a lot of time though. Back up front, Hannibal in 2nd, still chasing down J Mutt. It's going to be very interesting to see with the way these cars are handling, them kind of like drifting around these corners, how much effect that's going to be on the tire wear. Yeah, Hannibal's really whipping it into those corners. Camel slowly catching up. Looks like he got a good full second last lap. Camel running a 147.962. This section, J-Mutt's really able to pull away from Hannibal. Yeah, he takes that corner just a little bit too sharp. I feel like that's losing him a lot of momentum. You see Will Fazer kind of swinging the car wide, using as much of the track as he can to really gain on Will Fazer, and it's working. As here comes Hannibal. Or I'm sorry, here comes Will Fazer on Hannibal. Look to the inside there, wanted to get that move done. I think Will Fazer knows he's faster than Hannibal and he's trying to get around him. But Hannibal's holding on, he's defending, which is letting J-Mutt go ahead and go on in front. Which is keeping away from Camel, actually. Camel losing a little bit of time this lap to J-Mutt. Over the course of about 8-9 laps, Potts has worked himself up from 15th to 11th, so he's climbing fast, trying to get up with his Group A brethren. Old Bear and Mark F1 having a nice little scrap for 7th and 8th. Yeah, it's Hannibal getting sideways. A little bit of controlled sideways never hurt nobody. Looks like you're going to be seeing that a lot this season. A lot of, well, what's interesting is we have a mixture of, as Hannibal runs wide there. Holds on to it. But we have a mixture of kind of rather flat tracks and very elevated tracks. Next week, we're getting our double header. We're going to be racing at Bathurst in these cars. That's going to be really fun to watch them go downhill. But then we're moving on to a track with little to no elevation at Oscherleben. So it's going to be very interesting to see how these cars handle the turns of Oscherleben, which is all very flat. It's going to require a different type of setup for sure. So J-Mutt has made some type of mistake somewhere, which has allowed Hannibal to close the gap. Hannibal just ran a really fast lap, but Will Fazer and Camel running 147s. Camel slightly faster than Will Fazer. And they're catching up. Hannibal more slings it out wide. We have a great battle for 7th and 8th. Mark F1 and Old Bear going at it. Wish we can double screen it so we can show you that action. I see J-Mutt running really wide, trying to use all the track and more to gain any type of advantage. He knows that these guys are catching up. Camel catching up in the background too. Slowly but surely. So that shows if you make a mistake late in the race, you better hope for other drivers to make the same type of mistake. As we have Tex going into the pits. They're approaching lap traffic. That's going to be Spoon. J-Mutt getting a little bit loose there. Wolfphaser going to be going on the inside. And he's going to be giving the position to Wolfphaser, who finally gets past Hannibal. The pole sitter moving up to 2nd position. The camera angle was kind of bad, so it was really hard to see what mistakes were made there. So Hannibal's going to want to try to get that position back, and he's going to fight for it. He's going to watch out because that's going to open up the door for Camel. Close racing right there. This is really great to see. A really nice breath of fresh air for Camel's Premier Racing League. Some nice close-knit racing between the leaders and also throughout the field as well. Hannibal has slipped somewhere. And he's going to have to try to gain that ground back. Here comes Wolfphaser. Going 1/10 quicker. No, so he's not even going into 4th down to this long chicane. He's staying in 3rd. Some drivers like to shift up. Some drivers don't. Really a personal preference there. Hannibal slowly catching up to this group of 2 now. J-Mutt really trying to hold back Wolfphaser. Spoon moving off for the faster guys. That's a good thing about Sonoma. Really wide track. And easily just go ahead and move off. Mark and Bear still going at it for 6th and 7th as Jacob goes into the pits. So pit stops are starting to be made. The drivers are getting around 3 liters of fuel left. There goes Wolfphaser getting on 2 wheels but saving it. The car control. Really slinging it around. Yeah, these 2 are pulling away from 3rd and 4th now. They ran very identical times. And over a second quicker than 3rd and 4th. And are the leaders going to come in? Is Camel going to try to come in and undercut? Any of these cars going to? Doesn't look like it. What about Camel? Do we see him peel off from the pits? No. Looks like they have a couple of laps to wait to go ahead and make it up. 56.5 minutes to go. This is very interesting to see, the fact that Camel and P4 finally getting some type of challenge that he wants. Big breath of fresh air to see two different guys battle up from the front, other than Camel in one space. And we got J-Mutt and Will Phaser. These guys are always in the top. The Camel's just been able to really skirt by so quick. And then plus the cars they've been racing have seemed to be a handful for these guys as well. It looks like you just need something just slow and steady, apparently. Looks like a lot of fun. Camel on the attack as we get the leaders coming into pit now. Ooh, Camel's actually saved fuel, so he's going to be able to go around another time. That's going to put him at a huge advantage. See what time Camel sets this time. A 147.715, so he's going for it now. This is Old Bear and Mark now. We finally get to see these guys battle for a little bit. Old Bear 13 liters. Mark, how does Old Bear have 13 liters? Did he pit early? It's showing Old Bear with 13 liters. I don't know if he accidentally overfilled or something, so that's interesting. But we're seeing the leaders come out. Looks like J-Mutt was just able to get in front of Will Phaser. As we're having cars going and come around now. Who's that going to be? That's going to be Old Bear getting past Will Phaser and Hannibal. And he's going to be on his way to try to get past J-Mutt. I'm really confused on how Old Bear still has 13 liters. I don't think that's correct. I think he might have overfilled accidentally. That's going to slow Will Phaser up to let J-Mutt try to get ahead. And that's Camel down at the bottom of the track map, that white dot, as he's going to go ahead and go on into pit. He saved a little bit of fuel. Side-by-side racing. Will Phaser going on the inside. Now the outside is to go ahead and go downhill. He's going to fall behind Bear there. Looks like Camel just coming out of the pits now. It's going to be close between him and J-Mutt. Oh, Old Bear going off to the pits now. Here comes J-Mutt. It's going to be close. It looks like J-Mutt will be able to get the jump. What about Will Phaser? Will Phaser going to be able to get the jump from Camel as well. But Hannibal Moore, he's going to fall back, way back to Camel. Looks like he had an off somewhere, unfortunately. It's a battle for 7th and 8th. This is Jacob and Mark. Old Bear going into the pits. And because of that battle, looks like Old Bear, he's going to lose out to Mark. And he does. So now Mark trying to chase down Jacob. Jacob being promoted from Group C to Group B. and Mark being relegated from Group B to Group C. Let's go down here. This is a battle for 9th and 10th now. That's Dragon and Potts. Dragon in Group B. And Potts in Group A. Ooh, Dragon getting a little bit... I don't know if he slowed down or... I don't know what happened there. But he's going to open up the door for Potts, and he gets it done around the carousel. So Potts now up to 9th after a spin early on in the race, putting him down to 15th. He's now up in the top 10. And he is moving. Next guy in front of him is Old Bear, 19 seconds away. So Potts is going to go ahead and take off as we go back up here. See what times these two ran. Mark running about 6 cents faster than Jacob, so he's closing in the gap. We got a battle for first now. Jim must have got loose somewhere. Allows Wolfhazer to close up the gap. And Camel right there behind Wolfhazer, 1.5 seconds down. Momentum, once again, I've said it earlier today, it looks like momentum is going to be the key in order to stay fast in this car. Wolfhazer now on the rear bumper as they go side by side going up the hill. Wolfhazer decides to back out there. J-Muck getting loose. Wolfhazer getting loose around the outside. And here comes Camel. If they're not careful, Camel can get out in front of them and pull away. Go around the carousel. Who's going to get the better exit? Who's going to get the better run? Wolfhazer getting a tighter line through there. Car moves over. That's going to be DJ Vixen. Letting the lap cars go by. J-Mutt pushing wide. Wolfhazer looks like he's going to get underneath him. This car, the drivers can really push their elbows out, really kind of lean on each other. That's what these cars were really made for. Heavy steel. Can really beat and bang these cars and they'll be just fine. Look at this three-way battle for the lead. Let's ride on board with Camel so we can see from his point of view. Wolfhazer flicking it sideways there. Road King getting multiple blue flags. He's going to go ahead and move out of the way for Camel and the other leaders. You know, there's probably very little chatter going on between these drivers right here. Camel now falling back. Wolf Phaser again. Take a look at the bumper view. See how close he gets. Oh, look at that, just right on. Oh, wow, getting nice up and close personal. Here comes Wolf Phaser. He's going to try to make a pass around the inside. Gets a little bit loose off the curbs there. Saves it. Almost bumps into J-Mutt. Can he get it done? 147.8 for Will Phaser, 147.5 for Camel, and 148.09 for J-Mutt. It is so close. What a good car and track combination. Just watching these guys just slinging around the course. Jacob and Mark still having a battle for 6th and 7th. Wolf Phaser going on the inside. Oh! I don't know if there's any contact there. But, you know, Wolf Phaser was really trying to sling the car in and kind of just lean up against J-Mutt. Here comes Wolf Phaser on the inside. Is he going to make the late lunge? He does, but he's going to push way wide. Is he going to get the position back? He is, but in the process, he actually may lose another position as Camel leaning up against Wolf Phaser, but Wolf Phaser leaning right back, and he's going to regain 2nd position. Oh my God. I don't think any of these drivers' eyes have blinked. They've been wide open this entire time. And I'm not talking about their avatars in game. I'm talking about what they're feeling in real life. I know me, my teeth would be clenched, my butt cheeks would be clenched, and my eyes would be wide open. I ain't blinking. I'm afraid if I blink, I'm going to lose it. Oh my God. That was just insanity. Now all things are calm on the Western Front here. Only for a little bit. Wolf Phaser pushing wide. Camel, oh, he's going to look to the inside. Yes, he is. Oh my God. But, oh no, J-Mutt, he's going to lose it. Doing the same mistake that Camel did. Does a 360 though, and he's going to get back under wraps now. But now it's down to Wolf Phaser and Camel. But J-Mutt is pretty dang quick, so he should be able to catch him up before the race ends. But he's gotta get that momentum back up. Oh my God. There goes J-Mutt. Camel getting too much curb there. A little curb hop. Getting two-wheeling. You hear two different driving styles there. You hear Will Phaser's car just in the high revs, about 65, 7,000 RPM, and then Camel is just nice and easy, nice and methodical with his gearing. Both running 147s, near identical lap times that time around. Camel only 2 100ths quicker than Will Phaser. Different lines. through turn 3 there. Will taking a wider line, Camel taking a more direct inside line. That's why you got to be careful. You don't want to be too sideways. You don't want to be too much at an angle when on those rumple strips, or else you'll get turned around just like earlier with Camel and just a little while ago with J-Mutt. Camel really, really working that car. It looks like Old Bear was able to get around Jacob too. Keep an eye on that relative to the left-hand side of your screen. A couple laps ago, it was Jacob in front of Old Bear. Oh, but here is Will Phaser just laid it all out there. Don't know if the stewards are going to catch that as track extending, though. He's really being rather liberal with the rules, if I have to say. But stewards are going to be taking a closer look at that for sure. We have reached the halfway point of this race. Will Phaser, your pole sitter, still leading Camel. J-Mutt running a 147.897, so he's slowly closing in on these two cars in front. Will Phaser pushes wide into the grass. That's going to give the lead up to Camel now. Will Phaser, he's going to want that back. He's going to be going on the inside now. Ooh, side by side, beating and banging as they go into the carousel. Getting Camel a little bit loose there. Who's going to have the better line? Thought Will Phaser's trying to go the over and under there, but Camel's got the inside line wrapped up. But Will Phaser's going to be taking the outside line coming out, trying to gain just a little bit more momentum before he's going to lick the stamp and stick it onto the inside. And with this battling, that's going to allow J-Mutt to catch on up. Hope everyone's staying safe this week. I know that we have 2 tropical storms down in the southern parts of the United States, so I hope everyone is staying safe. Everyone has a backup plan in case they need to evacuate, if they have any emergency rations if they need it. So I hope everyone stays safe. Where I'm located at in Arkansas, we're going to be getting a little bit of either just heavy storms or probably category 2 thunderstorms. So just hoping everyone stays safe. This is just absolutely unbelievable. It's been racing non-stop. Question is, can Will Phaser pile on the pressure? I saw Camel's car kind of push through there. We had a little bit of mixture between oversteer and understeer. Looks like Camel's car kind of understeered into the corner, and Will Phaser's car oversteered a bit. Once again, Will Phaser. He gets close in the carousel. He's really able to whip the car in by coming out up the drag strip there. Just can't really, just falls a little bit behind. Oh, J-Mutt lost a lot of time through there. Lost about a good 1.5 seconds. And Will Phaser getting on the dirt there. He's just pushing the car a little bit too hard. I'm sure looking back on this race, a lot of these guys are going to have big smiles on their face, especially these leaders. Especially Camel, I'm sure. See what time J-Ma runs. It's going to be in the 149s. I'm sure a 150.632. Youch. They're approaching a lap car now. I don't know if that messed up Will Fazer's entry or not, because he's falling behind. And Will Fazer is really able to slide it in that first part, but Camel just gets the better drive out of the carousel. J-Mo was on a tear as well. Oh my god, Will Fazer just sliding around. And he was able to get a little bit more momentum than Camel was. So he's able to catch up a couple tenths. Camel's actually been saving fuel as well. Well, they also decided to stay out another lap. But Will Fazer using a lot of fuel. And that's because he's staying in third gear. He's not shifting up. Which is causing him to burn more fuel than Camel. Because Camel's actually using all of his 4 gears when he can. Old Bear has now started to pull ahead of Jacob. Now Jacob and Mark having a battle for 7th and 8th. And Road King and Dragon having a battle for 11th and 12th. It looks like Dragon got off somewhere, which allowed Road King to take the position and scoot on off into the Californian sunset. Yeah, Will's car's really pushing now. It's not as spry as it once was about 5 laps ago. Well, we'll keep an eye on the relative there, see if that gets any closer. For now, we're gonna have to look at these two guys, Jacob and Mark. Mark actually gets a great run going up the hill. Jacob pushes wide. That's going to allow Mark on the inside for the pass. Being nice and patient, just waiting for his opponent to make a mistake, and he gets it done. Let's see how these guys tackle the carousel. See Jacob going around the outside trying to set him up. It's definitely a lot more taming driving style between these two. You just saw Will Fazer and Camel. When they go around the carousel, you're able to see some counter steering there. These guys, they just drive around it. Which is absolutely crazy. Going back now to the leaders. Wolf Phaser, 3 liters left of fuel. Camel with 4.8. Camel can stay out a full lap or two if he wants to. As we get some lap cars coming into the pits. Jacob being one of them and Spoon being the other. And J-Mutt and Hannibal also going into the pits as well to make their potential final pit stop. There goes Will Phaser. Oh, he gets a big shunt. He absolutely demolishes Camel, but Camel saves it as we have the number 10 car going off. Definitely dove it in there. Oh my God. Will Phaser decided to slam on the brakes and let Camel back, so wow. 4th and long, and Will Phaser just punted Camel. Oh my God. But saved it though. Just got a little bit more sideways. I think Will Phaser, he may have enough to go into the pits there. Doing a little bit of wheel hop in there. That's definitely not fast. Flashy for sure, but fast, nope, not really. And do they have any damage? I think Will Phaser may come in this time. I don't think he's going to have enough gas to make it around. Yep, he's going to go right in. And there you see him. He's just hauling. Camel or Will Phaser making a pit stop. 29.5 minutes to go. Potts going in as well. That's who we saw spin. Actually missing the pits there. Whoops. I've done that a couple times. That's going to allow Camel to get a little bit of breathing air. A little fresh air for him. And he's able to go around another time if he so wants. If he so wishes. Wolf is going to come out ahead of J-Mutt and Hannibal. That's saying he's going to go in and pit. This will give us time to take a look at the timings. Who has the fast lap? And it is close between the top 3, but that honors are going to be going to Camel only by 5/100ths of a second. Like, it is that close between the top 3. Even Hannibal, really, about a half second off from those guys. Well, I know he's probably going to come in. Actually, no, he can still go to the lap. Still. So, since there's a lot of battling going on, let's go on board with Camel for your lap with the leader and this crank it up. That's going to be your lap with the leader as Camel goes into pit. As Mark actually got nabbed with that penalty. That's going to be a 10-second speed penalty, and Camel gets nabbed with a 10-second speeding penalty. Oh my goodness gracious. That's huge. That is huge. And Wolf Phaser's on the move. That is massive. That's going to hurt him a lot. Especially if J-Mutt and Hannibal can get up there within 10 seconds. I don't know if Wolf Phaser knows that or not. Camel getting out ahead though. There's Camel in that green car. Down by less than about 1.5 seconds, but he's got a 10-second penalty that's going to be added to his total race time. So if J-Mutt can get within that 10-second time, he's going to be able to get second, and Camel will be relegated down to third. Oh my goodness. How the turns have tabled. .24.5 minutes to go. A rarity, Camel getting a penalty. You know, Will Phaser, he's not going to want to get the win on a technicality. He's going to want to pass him. That's going to be good for J-Mutt to try to capitalize on the 3 seconds he needs to make up. What an incredible race this has been for the start of season 29. I am your commentator, William the Zebra Alcala. It has been an absolute blast, and I can't wait to see these cars tackle on Bathurst and Oscherleben next week for our week 2 doubleheader for rounds 2 and 3 Camel's Premier Racing League. Tomorrow night, I'm going to guess around maybe 9 p.m. Eastern, I will be doing a rebroadcast of the Monday night Formula 1 race. My headset died at lap 8, so I was commentating the whole entire time, so I was able to, I still streamed the camera action there, but Old Bear getting the blue flag, letting Will Phaser and Camel on through. But yeah, so headset died and talking the whole time and no one could hear me. And no one even told me that my headset died. So gonna be doing a rebroadcast of that. Gonna be doing whole new commentary up after my headset has died. So gonna be doing that around 9 p.m. Eastern Thursday night. So that way all the drivers in here can come in, have fun, chat, rewatch the race, and it's going to be a good time. So tune on into that. Definitely want to make it up to the guys for such a silly error. And I didn't even know that my headset's died either, so. Whoops. Anyway, back to the mission at hand. 21 minutes to go. Camel with a 10-second penalty. J-Mutt continuing to falter. He is sliding down big time. Don't know what's been going on with him. Ajima messing up may be a big blessing for Camel, as he'll only lose one position. All Will needs to do, he just needs to keep it clean. All about pacing yourself now. Question is, will Phaser have enough fuel to make it to the end? He's been using and abusing his engine for sure. Wow, he's really slowed down his pace. 148.3 and a 147.2 for Camel. Yeah, he's slowing down now. I don't know what's going on with Will Phaser. He's really slowing down. But he's got to be careful, because he can't slip too far. Speaking of slipping far, Jama has slipped down quite a bit the past couple laps. I don't know what's been going on with him. But Hannibal is slowly catching up. Now Hannibal on the attack. Hannibal really finding a second life in his car now. It's a battle for third. Can we see a rekindled battle earlier in today's race between these two? Let's run on board with Hannibal. It's going to be a lap car going off. Careful re-entering. Hannibal putting the pressure on J-Mutt. Ooh, getting up close and personal there. Ooh, a little bit of a bump and run maybe. Here comes Hannibal. Oh, Hannibal getting a little bit sideways there, but he's going to get the inside line, which is now going to be the outside line. Can he get the pass done before the carousel? J-Mutt's going to have the preferred line. Ooh, can Hannibal get the pass done around the outside? Ooh, he's going to push way wide. Keeping his foot in it. Wow. Hannibal Moore with a huge wheel hop. Let's go up here to the front now. Oh, Hannibal lost it somewhere. Oh no, well we missed that. That's unfortunate. That's going to allow J-Mutt a little bit of breathing room, but this is a battle for the lead. Remember, Camel's got that 10-second time penalty. Ooh, Will Phaser really going on the inside there. Getting his left tire touching the grass there. Question is, will he have enough fuel? Camel's got 2 liters more than Will Phaser. It's going to be close. I mean, if I were him, I would back off. I would try to stay in that 10-second range. Because he's really using up a lot of fuel there. Coming up on 12 minutes to go. Probably about 7 to 8 laps left to go in this race. I don't think Will Phaser is going to have enough fuel. Don't think he will. I think he may have jeopardized a win here for racing too aggressively. I don't know. What would the move be? Does he know that he has enough fuel? Because Camel is able to really kick it into overdrive. But Will's going to have to start kind of slowing down to conserve fuel. And on these cars don't really like short shifting all that much. And you don't want to bog it down too much or else it'll just disrupt the car. Yeah, he's really going to have to slow it down pretty much to a crawl at this point. Yeah, he can't wait to start redlining in a gear. He's going to have to start short shifting and half throttling. He's really going to have to be careful with his throttle control. Because he pushed too hard. He wanted to get that first place. But again, I don't know if he knows about Camel's 10-second time penalty that's going to be added to the end. I mean, it's working. He's saving fuel now. He just needs it to last. This is going to be a race in itself. Eight and a half minutes to go. Let's go down here. This is going to be a battle for position. This is between Spoon and Jacob. I keep wanting to say Jack, damn it. It's Jacob. Spoon and Jacob. But we'll be keeping an eye on Will Phaser and his struggle for fuel mileage. Mark F1, he's got a 10-second time penalty too, so if the race were to end, he would actually drop from 7th down to 9th. And Sands going into the pits. I don't think he had enough to make it. No, he did not. At least Wolfage was able to save some fuel. Ooh, man, it's going to be close. He is really slowing down. How much fuel does Spoon have? Spoon's got 4.7. Jacob's got 6.5. Spoon in a little bit better of a predicament. But Sands going to come out in 9th. That's going to promote Old Bear up to P5. Got a couple of lap cars and lead lap cars scurrying by. That's Hannibal getting past the lead lap car there. Jacob pushing way wide. Oh, he's going to crash hard up into the hill there. I don't know if he received any damage from that or not. But here comes Saiyan. And he's going to get that spot right back. Wow. I think Jacob may take that to the stewards as Spoon not giving enough room. Five minutes to go. 2.7 liters left for Will Phaser. Not only does he have to save fuel, he has to stay within the 10 seconds in order to nab that win. And it's going to be close. Check back on him later with him. Battle for 8th and 9th. Zane and Jacob. Jacob just had to get a quick splash and dash. Jacob should have enough fuel to get him to the end. I don't think Spoon will have enough to get him to the end, though. He's got 3.2. He's in the same boat as Will. I did say he was better off, but I don't know. I think Spoon is really going to have to let off. Will Phaser falling down now. So here comes Jacob on the inside. He's going to look for the pass. He's going to push Saiyan wide. Saiyan holds on to it. Oh! Same predicament happened. This time it was Jacob pushing him wide. I don't know. I think Jacob could have left him a little bit more space there. Oh, here comes Potts. Trying to sneak another position in. Welcome to the league, Saiyan. One and a half liters of fuel left. I don't know. 2 laps to go. I don't think it's going to happen. Will Phaser was running too hard, too much. And now he is being threatened. I think Jacob actually may have given the position back to Saiyan. Accident, just letting him on by. So if there's a steward inquiry, I think it might be kind of snuffed out there. Jacob slowing down for Saiyan. But now the race is back on between these two. 1 liter left. Less than 1 liter of fuel. Question is, will it be white flag for Camel? Or can Camel really attempt to go for another lap if he so wishes? And really putting Will Phaser out of the race. I don't think so. It's going to be white flag in the air. 1 lap to go for the Camel. Will Phaser's going to go for it, though. He's going to have to make half a liter in order to finish, but he's got to stay within 10 seconds to get the win. I don't think it's going to happen. Already past that 10-second barrier. He may run out of fuel, and he may get relegated down to 4th position. Yeah, he is limping right now. Unless if Camel has a really big off, not so sure what may happen. Row King and Potts, Saiyan and Jack, and Jacob. Son of a... Dang it. Multiple battles going on in the closing seconds of this race. As we have Spoon going into the pits. He's not going to be able to make it. Will Phaser 0.1. He's going to be out of fuel. I don't think he'll be able to coast downhill. I don't think so. A win squallered away by improper fuel management. You can't get any more dramatic than that. And he is out of fuel. Will Phaser is out of fuel. Camel rounding the last corner. And Camel, with a little bit of luck and better fuel strategy, he's going to take the win. And Jama is out of the race. That's going to promote Hannibal up. Mark F1 still with a 10-second time penalty. But here we go. We still got some battles now. This is Sane and Jacob. Can Jacob get the spot? You know he's going to go for a dive. And behind them, we have Potts and Road King. They're battling for it too. There you see them behind them. And that white and red car, in those white and red cars. Sane able to pull ahead. Race ain't over just yet. Jacob loops it. He's going to get back on the power though. But he's going to crash hard into the tire wall. Road King stalls or something. Oh, you got to stop for Jacob. That's going to allow Potts to scoot ahead and take 8th position. I mean, too little, too late. And what a chaotic finish. And if that's what we have to look out for this season 29, then I personally can't wait. Woo! Man, what a race. Spoon making sure he's got enough fuel to finish. He's going to go on ahead and he's going to take 11th position. A little bit of sideways drift action. What a race. Oh my goodness gracious. And there's Will Phaser. Stuck. He will be awarded 4th position. Wow. Oh my god. There you have it. Camel with a 10-second penalty gets saved by Will Phaser, unable to manage his fuel properly. That's going to promote Jama and Hannibal to 2nd and 3rd. Podium for Hannibal Moore. So congrats to him. See if we can't get him for a quick interview here.
Hello?
Can you hear me? Mic check 1 2. Oh, cool. Never mind. It doesn't work.
Hey, Mike, can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, Mike decided not to work now.
And dipping that one tire off right there, it's like it's just gone, you know? You did the same exact thing I did.
Yeah, I did. I had to save a lot of fuel there at the end, just to make it. Looks like you worked out your gearing to save some fuel.
Well, that's the other night when we were practicing yesterday. That was kind of the problem. Was I was trying to find a gearing setup that would work with the fuel, and everything I tried was always using too much fuel, and so I had to go with something a little bit slower than what you guys had, because you were killing me, like coming up through the gears. I mean.
Well, PlayStation Now being PlayStation Now, it worked last room before we had the reset, so we were unable to interview Camel and J-Mutt, but man, what a race. I can't believe that happened. So what a very eventful round one all around. Cars running out of fuel, late race battles, late race crashes, all around a good time, especially for the lead cars up in front. But that's going to be it here for Camel's Premier Racing League. Tune in tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, for the rebroadcast of the Monday night Formula One race at Suzuka. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I hope all the CPRL drivers will be able to tune in for that one, have fun in the chat, and just enjoy the race and enjoy the live stream of it, or the rebroadcast live stream of it. So tune in for that. Give this video a like if you haven't. Subscribe, as we'll be going back live tomorrow night. So our nights are Monday and Wednesday night at around 7:30 Central Standard Time. So around 8:30 Eastern Standard Time is when we kind of get the broadcast up and running. And then at the end of this season for Camel Premier Racing League, that following Thursday will be a specialty race held by Road King 17. So tune in for that. Till then, I've been William the Zebra Alcala, signing off. We will see you tomorrow night.